Was it caused by atomic testing? Or is it nature herself deciding the time has come to change the human race? Some say they're freaks, some call them monsters, but all over the planet they are known as mutants.
We prefer to see it as a world that misunderstands us. Fortunately, helping us build those bridges is a journalist as esteemed as yourself.
Well, I am just as flattered to be sitting with a renowned scientist such as yourself, Dr. McCoy.
Blue blushes too, my dear.
Here in Westchester County sits an unassuming English estate, the X-Men's home, a school for mutants founded by the late Professor Charles Xavier.
Not like regular boring classes. More hands-on learning, you know? But with big death machines and vampire dinosaurs.
For many of the X-Men, Xavier's school is the only home they've ever known. People who have fallen through cracks, forgotten, desperate to belong. But that sense of belonging goes worldwide today, as the UN formally admits the mutant nation of Genosha.
This is taking forever.
Gambit, please remember that should the new Blackbird suffer a malfunction, you are the only soul on board for whom gravity would most certainly be an issue.
Can it, you roosters? Looky ahead.
Y'all. They be busy doing a bit of renovating since Gambit's last visit.
My friends!
Well, would you look at you, girl? A lot of smiles at the mansion when we heard Madeline Pryor scored a top spot among Genosha's brass.
The interim council wanted an X-Man. Luckily, you guys could spare a Jean.
Hush, madame. Two always better than one, and far better than three. Most times.
Forgive Gambit's passive adolescence. He insisted on coming after Rogue agreed to join me at the gala. I confess, the Master of Magnetism was surprised to receive an invite bearing the United Nations seal.
Yeah, I hear it's called The Future.
Magneto, the interim council would love a word with you before tonight's gala. Privately, if possible.
So where the heck does that leave us? Dang, I'll be a wet bird on a live wire. Kurt Wagner, how the heck are you, furball?
Meine Freunde! He shall play tourist as the council speaks with Magneto.
Kurt joined the council to help work with Genosha's various communities of faith.
The things to see. Such wonders in this city.
Long as he left those faithful killer monks of his back at the monastery.
Ah, Scimitar Tongue, Gambit. You remain as always. We have much to discuss since our gothic adventure amid the Alps. Come! Everything around us would not have been possible without the work of the X-Men.
Oh my, it's just like he said it'd be.
Who? The professor?
Yeah, sure. Always used to say we'd have a place all our own one day.
More than a place. A home.
Daddy's charging pretty high rent.
Birthing a nation overnight is not without its share of stumbles.
Ignore him. Fly can't help but ruin honey.
Or maybe Gambit's willing to ask questions no one else will. Like, why is Magneto suddenly mutant MVP?
very poor.
Hey, mind your beeswax, Furball. Didn't go ringing for no priest.
It does not take a priest to see you and Rogue's souls touch in every gaze.
Ain't the touch she be looking for.
You Americans, so theatrical. Life is violins and close-ups. I blame soap operas. Just marry Isabel and be done.
Scoundrels like me, we don't get no white picket reward. We too busy for love. Too busy sinning.
There is no love without sin. For love is best measured in what we forgive.
I'm here with Scott Summers, also known as Cyclops. Scott, are you surprised to see such a bold move in world politics?
Well, if being an X-Man teaches anything to Stilby, it's to expect the unexpected. I always kept that in mind as field leader.
Hey, those shades are weirding out the lights. Can you take them off?
I can't. Sorry. So, back as team leader.
Actually, let's talk about you and Marvel Girl. I hear you're the X-Men's power couple. A love that spans galaxies. So I have to ask, when did you know she was the one?
You're skipping the questions, too.
Hard to interview someone who can't tell which parts of her memories belong to her and which parts belong to her clone. Even reacquainting myself with my psychic powers feels strange. Like the face of an old friend seen from every angle but the one in your memory.
This busted mug ain't changed in 100 years, and you know it.
I remember so many things. So many with Scott.
The two lovebirds still ain't talking?
He's grieving his son. Although the way he's avoiding me recalls a time. We were in Nevada. I had just acquired the power of a cosmic entity.
The Phoenix.
Oh, right. You were there. I asked Scott to go on a picnic at sunset.
She seemed nervous when I asked her to go out, like she didn't trust me.
He was scared, afraid the Phoenix had changed me. I wanted to reassure him.
I wanted to show her that nothing had changed. She was still the hothead who knocked my books out of my hand when I ran into her on the first day of school.
But I could already feel the universe speaking to me, much like Scott used to.
Y9.bet hòa mình vào thế giới sòng bài, casino trực tuyến hàng đầu thế giới. Trò chơi đa dạng, cực nhỏ thưởng to, trải nghiệm đỉnh cao, nổ hũ sống động, sòng bài đẳng cấp, kích thích tràn đầy. Thử ngay hôm nay, vận may sẽ tới. Y9bet, thế giới sòng bài trực tuyến đang chờ bạn khám phá. Hãy tham gia ngay tại Y9.bet.
Our special psychic rapport.
She snaps at me, and then she takes off my ruby glasses, which hold back my powers.
I needed to anchor myself because every fiber of me hungered to leave and travel the cosmos right then.
And nothing happened. Jean was using the power of the Phoenix to block my optic blasts, and we could see each other's eyes.
They anchored me, focused me. His eyes made me stay. Now...
I know all about drowning in memories. Best to look up and keep paddling. Keep moving, because the past'll yank you under if you don't.
I forget how many sunrises your eyes have seen.